Welcome to the Dead Unicorn, all you garbage people, all you stupid idiots that clicked on this live stream. Man, I can't believe that you had that small of a brain to do that.
Corey.
Yeah.
Corey, what's up? What's going on? What's going on, man?
What do you mean? Like,
you okay?
No, look, this is just, I was told that this is what viewers want, okay? They're into, like, this degradation kink, and I'm like, trying to, like, step into that, right? And click subscribe, because you're if you want to be stepped on.
Who told you this? For, like, reasons?
Crystal did. Crystal, is this not true? Why would you tell me this, Crystal, if this wasn't true?
Because I'm a sadist.
It finally comes out.
Hell yeah, she is.
I respected it all along.
Also, Corey, just so happens that I'm into this, so how do I send you my monies?
Get out of my head.
Thank you for joining us for Isle of the Dreaded Accursed Cypher system. That's right. It's Cypher Sunday.
It's Cypher Samurai Sunday.
Cypher Sunday.
Samurai is actually very fitting, considering what we normally do.
It's Cypher Cyberized Sundays.
Cypher Cyberized Sunday. We're gonna get this down, guys.
Don't hurt yourselves.
I'd like to thank the
patrons.
patrons.
Into that.
I'd like to thank the patrons scrolling at the bottom of the screen. They help keep the lights on. If you want to join us, we do events every month. We try to do polls. We try to do all sorts of things. And we are on Discord. So please join us. One of us.
Google gobble.
Thanks to Sebastian for setting up our VTT as always. And my name is Corey. I'm the Game Master. We're doing the Cypher system. We're doing a fantasy game called Isle of the Dreaded Accursed by Mr. Tarask. And we are joined by Crystal, Brenna, Howard, Tarek, and not to be overlooked, Sasha.
Offended.
It's a little in-joke from... don't worry about it. And we're gonna do a little character introduction, try and introduce your characters in less than 30 seconds. We're gonna start out with Crystal. Go ahead, my dear.
I'm Crystal. I'm playing Regina. She is basically a zombie who used to be a lion person. So she's like big, furry, but she's got the gaunt face and cataracty eyes of the dead.
I wouldn't categorize her as a zombie. She's not mindless and she doesn't thirst for flesh. She's more like a revenant or a...
I suppose.
Yeah.
However you want to define it. But, yeah, she basically just joined because, undeath is long and boring.
True.
Next up, let's go with Howard.
Hello, I'm Benathar. I'm a strong giant emissary who inscribes runes. As the big of this group, it is my job to protect my littles. And up next will be Sybil. Or, nope, I said it wrong. She'll say it right.
Okay, I'm Sasha, and let me go ahead and introduce myself as my character would.
That is correct. Yes. Everybody, round of applause. Yeah.
That's commitment.
I was waiting for the
The psychic probe in my mind.
Tarek, throw a rose at her.
So, Sybil is a mute, contemplative Varric. She is a channeler who delves into Akashic memory And well, the reason that she is here is because, well, one day she accidentally spoke and said a true name, and all of a sudden there is a big lizard man behind her that was definitely not there a few moments ago. She's pretty convinced that she kind of made that lizard man pop into existence just by saying his name. And now they go around and adventure together because, well, they're friends now. And I'll go ahead and pass it off to the said lizard man.
The lizard man who definitely wasn't just spawned into reality out of nowhere. Hello, I'm playing Yist, the lizard man who was definitely spawned out of nowhere. I'm playing. I am playing a Moj who is a lizard person. Well, he's a human who turned himself into a lizard person. In a very far away place, thanks to some weird magic-y things that happened with him and his master. His master got locked, and him got locked in some other dimension. And as I was summoned back to reality, thanks to my friend here, he got stuck in my sword, and now my sword is a semi-sentient god being that screams at me and tells me how disappointed he is in me. I think that's everybody, right? Is that
No,
everybody?
Brenna.
No, Brenna?
Brenna
Brenna.
needs to.
Let's go to Gorza with Brenna with Gorza.
Hi, I'm Brenna. I play Gorza, who is an anglerfish person, complete with the sharp teeth and the little glowy thingy, and she has a mate that is fused to her, like in some species of actual anglerfish. And she is a big hulking pirate who kind of likes to smash.
Okay, well, let's get started. You guys have been walking around town after you defeated a giant sea spider. You went to the mayor. The mayor said, "Thanks, you're the town's heroes." And you're like, "How can we stop this from happening?" And she's like, "I don't know. Go talk to this little fey guy, Duke Heinrich, up on the mountain." And you went up there. And he was like, "Yeah, all you have to do is get a Kraken skull and then sacrifice it to an evil god, and then she'll stop being evil." And you guys were like, "We don't trust you. We're gonna look into your mind." And you found out that he's entwined in all of this. He's done something to make this happen. Though probably not the result he wanted. He's not on the up and up. So you went back to the mayor. You told her about that, and she's like, "Great. Well, at least we can go get this Kraken skull and do something about it. So let's do that. Go talk to the Admiral Greysail, and tell him to sail with you. And you also have Duke Heinrich's ship, the Interceptor, and Captain Leander, or Leander. There's also a tavern you can go to, an inn and tavern called the Powder, and that will be fine as well, by like cremation or whatnot.
Ooh.
Or mortar and pestle?
Well, generally, even after cremation, the bones are still mostly somewhat intact. They're still very brittle and would have to be broken down, usually.
Why does Brenna know this?
I just realized that just popped out. I'm like, people are going to ask, and I'm like, that's going to be even weirder to try and explain.
So Brenna suggested that a Kraken shouldn't have a skull because they're octopuses. And the picture I have here is also of an octopus. It's not, or a giant squid.
It's a squid or something.
Can you blame me?
You are absolutely right that they should just have beaks.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I have the answer. Give me a second.
I would assume that their heads are made of like cartilage, so like the skull in that point would be easier to like grind up because they have a cartilage skull, don't they?
I don't know.
Not really.
Not made of bone.
All they have is the beak.
That is nice.
No,
What are we
I'm gonna
looking
Google
at?
this now because I need to know.
We're looking at
Inquiring mind.
I mean, we're looking at something far better looking than Howard.
Oh!
Oh, okay. I had another window open, so Howard was covered.
All right, that's cool looking. That's what Brainiac flies around in when he fights Superman.
I thought about making it look different, but it has the wrong like.
Oh, you're
texture.
very low, Howard.
You what?
I could not understand a word you said.
Oh, there we
I
go.
thought about making it look metallic, but it has the wrong texture.
Right. Okay. Well, y'all can decide on where you'd like to go next. You have 3 very awesome locations, and I'm doing a lot of these hand things to urge you along. Balloons. Every time I say the number 2 and hold up the fingers, those balloons come by, and it's always a treat.
Say the number 2?
If I hold up 2 fingers,
Oh, okay.
which
When he makes a number 2, some balloons show up and celebrate.
yay!
That's a real talent.
I also got this thing going on.
So
Did
I
we
mean-
have a time that we were planning on setting out on the interceptor?
I was just actually going to say, we got the boat. What are we waiting for exactly? We got the boat. We got the skull. Do we have the directions?
Well, we'll need
Do
provisions,
we need any
won't
supplies?
we?
I mean, you haven't even talked to the captain.
Yeah.
I mean, he was told to take us, so I figured we just walk up and go, take us.
Take us.
Well, we might want to see if there's anything that needs to be provisioned.
Mm-hmm.
Because you kind of don't want to be out in the middle of nowhere and find yourself, out of drinkable water.
Well, I don't know anything about boating.
It's
So,
called sailing.
know what I said?
Hmm.
Gorza just kind of blinks at you and goes, no, that's not what you said. But that's okay.
Well, I'll leave that to the boaty pokes.
Bodie McBoat boat faces.
Yeah, boaty McBoat boat stuffers.
We should probably talk to the ship captain first.
Okay.
Gorza,
We're heading off
do
to-
you know
the
how boats
interceptor.
work? You're a fish.
That's racist. But yes.
Not a
She
boat person.
knows how
I
ships
have no boat
work, but
skills.
not because she's a fish.
Yeah, why would a fish need a boat?
Exactly.
That
For
voice.
piracy,
I look around
they're
for the
also
extra
gonna carry
voice.
all their stuff.
There's a
Yeah, I
fan
mean, that's where
that
it
said
lives
something
somewhere.
and then jumps into a barrel and like quickly runs off,
Because
jumps behind the barrel.
Why would a fish need a boat?
To carry all its stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Duh.
She never answered the question.
Oh, I said to carry, loot and stuff. And there are things in the ocean that like to eat you. And not all of my companions tend to be water breathers.
All fair points. I said the thing because you're a pirate. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
I am a landlubber.
So
Couldn't tell.
I was thinking she and I could go check the boat and make sure it's seaworthy, that we're not being led into something worse by this person I don't trust. Because the boat came from someone who's not really trustworthy.
All right, you head on down to the docks. You go find the Interceptor. The Interceptor is built for speed and maneuverability. She has a couple ballista on her though. 2 on each side. The the left side and the right side, whatever those nautical terms are, port and starboard.
Port and starboard.
Sure, why not? I love a good port.
Port is left, starboard is right.
Yes.
You head on up onto the deck, and you see a couple people doing some basic maintenance stuff on the ship. They're replacing some ropes, and you see one guy go, "Now who the hell are you?" And he comes on down the stairs.
I don't. First, I prevent everyone from boarding first, and I call out permission to come aboard.
Ah, okay. He says,
To come on business.
you hear someone yell
knows-
across, "Who the hell are you?"
The name's Garza! Who the hell are you?
"I'm Captain Leander. I own this piece of shit."
That's exactly why we're here to talk to you, Captain Piece of Shit!
Get your asses up here!
Did he say Lorraine?
Leander is his name.
Leander. Okay, I thought it was Lorander. I was like, oh.
It's spelled like
The other
lender.
fellow owned the boat.
Leander.
Lender would not have an A in it.
Oh, you're right.
It's like
Unless it was
oleander without the
Lendar.
O.
It's like oleander without
exactly
the
what I
O.
was thinking.
It's like some things in languages that work and not how I think in my brain good.
I mean, you could have pronounced it leander, I guess.
Leander. Gotta lean. Lean on me. Well, you get on up there.
I like Leander.
Me too.
And he's this shaggy, blonde, older guy with a big beard. And he says, "Right now, who sent you? Why you on my ship?"
Duke Heinrich!
Yeah, I know
We
that
were sent
asshole.
here to.
Yeah,
He
Is this
volunteered
not
you to
Duke
hunt
Heinrich's
Kraken.
Howard, big guy, you talk. What's going on?
Is this Duke Heinrich's ship or your ship?
This is the Interceptor. He bankrolls it, but I command it.
Well,
Garza
your
nods,
bankroller said
understanding
that
how
you
it
would
works.
take us out in this ship that you command.
Right. Sounds good. What are we doing?
Hunting Kraken!
Nope, we're
I
not
looked-
doing
I looked
that.
over to the person that was trying to speak earlier.
That sounds like right bullshit right there. I'm not doing that.
Well, I suppose you could step off the ship and we could go without you.
Well, then you're not coming back with the ship, I'll tell you that. This ship, you'll need like 5 or 6 ships like this if you want to bring down a Kraken.
Wasn't the mayor sending the fleet with us?
Oh, you got a fleet? Well, then
Yeah,
that's different. If you got a fleet with you, we can go do that.
Yeah, we're being backed by the mayor, too.
Great. So when did the Admiral say he's going to get the fleet ready?
Out of character, I forget.
You never talked to him. The mayor said go talk to the Admiral and get him.
That's right. We had
She
to talk
gave
to
you
the
a note.
admiral and to the captain after we talked to the mayor. So
We
too
haven't
many people to talk to.
spoken.
Let's just sail.
We haven't spoken to the Admiral yet, but we thought it prudent to see if there were any supplies we might need to bring aboard.
Well, this ship is fully stocked and ready to go. If you need anything personal, I don't know, if you want to bring your own alcohol, that's nice. We got
don't have
bunks
rum?
here. We got bunks here. We got hammocks if you need them, but, I mean, Talk to your
Where's
fish
the
lady
light
there.
on?
She seems to be a good at understanding what you need to be on a ship.
I'll get these landlubbers ready.
All right.
Can I look around the ship?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Does the Duke have a
Is
room?
it
I look at him and I
giant
go,
fruit?
"You
Normally uses?
Oh god.
Wait, what? Everybody
What
talked
all is
at
going
once.
on?
I heard the.
Okay, I asked, does the Duke have a room on this ship that he normally uses?
Ah, yeah, he does.
Can I see it?
Certainly.
Can
Come
you
on over
fit
here.
below decks?"
He walks
You're
up,
probably gonna have to-
and there's a little fan door. There you go. He opens the door.
All right, I guess I.
You're probably gonna have to
Down,
bunk on
go
the
through.
deck, Benathar.
You crouch down. You look in. Yeah, you can't fit in here. But it's a nice room. It's got little bookcases, a little bed in there that's hung up on ropes.
When you say little, you
Okay.
mean like normal sized or like Fane sized?
Thayan sized. Like half the size of a
looking
normal
over the
man's
room,
room.
In looking over the room, because no one else is looking in this room if I'm in the door and blocking it.
Yeah, of course.
So, as I'm looking through the room, do I see anything that looks like it might be of any personal interest to the Duke?
Make a mind check. Make a mind check. We're gonna say it's I'm gonna give this a level 4.
Okay. And is there any ability tied to that, or
I mean, do you have skills in perception or skills in
not
searching?
that I
or
have any great abilities anyway? But
like, if you have an appropriate
see.
skill that you...
I don't have any such skills. Oh wait, it says investigative. Oh, I think I'm just competent with investigative. I don't think I have
Yes.
any actual skills in it.
That
so.
means you can re-roll that if you want. You can re-roll those skills twice per day. You can also spend effort on this to reduce the level.
As always.
Cool. All right, I do have an edge of 1, and my effort is currently says it's a +1 because I checked it off after last game. Then I would like to spend effort. So does that make the effort cheaper? How's that work?
Edge brings down the cost of everything you do by that number for anything that is associated with that stat.
Yes, but
And-
effort means the number of times you can increase how well you're doing in the role.
So effort means for every level of effort you spend, reduces the level of it by 1.
Yeah, that's better wording.
So it will make a level 4 thing a level 3 thing. And if you spend effort twice, it makes it a level 2 thing. At the first level effort...
So I can spend effort twice normally, but I have effort +1. Does that mean I can do it 3 times?
No. What is effort +1?
A little
you know,
box
those
check mark.
4
at
or
the
5
bottom.
boxes at the top of the screen. You get to check one off every time you do a
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
level up or
so
whatever.
that should have automatically
Oh,
put
yeah.
the correct number of additional
No,
effort
no.
into your
He spent-
effort box.
He spent no, that doesn't automatically do it.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay,
No.
I don't remember doing it
So,
online.
yeah. Because you put +1 to your effort, you can now spend 3 levels of effort. Yes, so that your effort goes up by 1
So,
to 3.
yeah, just correct the
So I'll
number in your
spend
effort
6
box.
intellect. Okay, so I will spend 6 intellect, allowing my with that my edge of 1. So I only spend 2 each level. I can do it 3 times, 6 intellect, and then I will roll my intellect.
Okay.
Boom.
You made it!
And I still rolled absolute. Dog crap. Good thing I spent a lot. Okay. So, I look for something in the room that looks of interest to him. But what I'm looking for essentially is one of my runes. If I grab something and like go and put a rune on it later, I can like study the history of the object. I want to try and figure out more about this mysterious Duke who is evil.
Right.
So I'm just
Evil or
gonna like grab the item
evil-ish?
now, whatever it is, and then I'll walk out or crawl out of the room because obviously I didn't fit in there, and I'm gonna palm it in my hand, whatever it is, if it's palmable.
Okay.
Probably is to you.
Give me one moment, guys.
It could be a bowling ball and you can palm it.
Oh, I'm not holding anything in my hand. What are you talking about?
Give me a moment because I have to look something up now in a book.
It's already makes
You
the
can
game
do
more
like
complicated.
finger
It's
coin
okay,
tricks
it's
with like a
okay.
buckler.
We're looking at page 156, I think. Here we go. Howard, roll me a D100. /R.
I
Space
don't know how to do that on here.
S-
Oh, I can just type it in the thing, right?
Yeah, /R space D100.
50.
50.
I took the middle.
What are these called? Gauntlets. All right. You find a pair of gauntlets inscribed with arcane symbols.
Ooh. I'm guessing they won't fit me. But yeah, I'll try and like just
Fingers.
shove them into my shirt and then back out of there and walk out and say thank you and try and not be noticed by that.
Okay. Sure. Make a stealth roll.
That's fair.
That's speed. That is going to be a speed. This guy is, what level is he? And you're going to get a... He is level 5. Wow. That doesn't sound... Yep. Level 5. Level 5 stealth roll.
Okay.
I'm going to give you an asset because you're totally taking up the entire door and no one can really see past you. So that'll make it a level 4
Okay.
roll.
All right. I will go ahead and spend some speed here. Not much, but I'll take it down to a 3 because I can spend 3 points. I'm running out of speed because we didn't refresh after last game, right?
Yep. You can always spend a recovery.
We did not refresh our stats after.
No.
Correct.
You have to make a recovery roll.
Oh,
for
that's
that.
right.
If you want to recover points, you can always
Okay,
do that.
well, I can't do that right now. So
No.
So I can or cannot?
No.
Okay, I thought not. I don't know why you're bringing it up right now. We didn't get them back, so. All right. So, spin 2. I'm going to bring it down by 1. So you said so that gets it down to a 3, and I hope I roll a lot better than I did the last time. No, I rolled the exact same.
Oh no. You do not have stealth is not part of one of your skills that you can reroll, but you can spend a PC intrusion point to reroll a die if you like.
Sure, why not? Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have. I mean, it's still the same level, right?
Yep.
Much better.
There you go.
Hey, that's way better though.
And a minor effect as well. So you know what I'm going to do for a minor effect? You also spot
What's that?
You also spot a Cypher that you can grab.
Oh.
Yay! I grabbed that Cypher because I have an open Cypher slot.
Roll a D6 and a D100.
I just noticed, do we all share the same pool of PC intrusion points?
Yes.
There's
Yep.
one pool for everybody.
That, I kind of don't like that. I just learned about this.
I don't know how to use them.
3 and 21 is
3 and 21.
Eldritch Clouds.
Neat. I don't know what it is, but I love the sound of it.
Yeah.
Eldritch Clowns? I like the sound of it too.
Clouds.
Oh. Not so much.
Right. They're a gas bomb of some sort. We're going to open this up. We're going to go to... Nope.
So I have the power of Skeletor's breakfast burrito.
Oh.
Sorry, it's an old Robot Chicken reference. Essentially,
Yep.
it was all the supervillains were in a car together, and then all of a sudden they all started gagging, and Skeletor goes, "Behold the stench of my of my breakfast burrito." Because they're villains; they do evil things, like fart on each other, apparently.
I've got a kitty on the front end of my chair.
All right. It is now in your equipment. Eldritch Clouds. Please hit that button that says 1d6 plus 2 to determine its level.
I don't know where that button is, but I'll type it.
No, don't type it. It's on your equipment list. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
button on your equipment list.
Equipment. Scroll down to the bottom is where ciphers are. And there should be a button to roll
Yeah,
1d6.
I don't know why. I don't see the bottom of my character.
All right, I'll roll it for you.
I've been telling Corey about this for a while, that this thing doesn't work in my computer. I can't see the bottom of my character. Well, you rolled crap.
I'm sorry. Okay. You grab some stuff. What are
Well,
other people
it
doing
is.
on this ship at this point in time?
I think I'm going to assist with doing an inventory to see if there's anything that we need here. Or need to pick up to outfit ourselves here.
It looks like everything here is... He runs a tight ship. There are ballista. There are plenty of bolts. There's plenty of food, dried meat, vegetables. There's good stuff to make stock with. There's a full galley. There's a place where people can sleep in hammocks. There are chests where you can keep your personal belongings. There are giant lanterns on the back of the ship for light. There's a big old crow's nest. I mean, your ship looks good.
So he's got what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're looking around and the place looks as advertised.
I mean,
Surprisingly.
it's a...
All right, so maybe we should go.
Talk to the Admiral.
I guess that's step 2, right?
Yep.
If everything here looks good, my character's on the up and up, so he will just start going over toward the Admiral. Or the Admiralty, I'm assuming, actually.
All right.
All right, let's find out when the fleet will be ready.
Y'all go to where the barracks and where the military is. Mountain Foot has a large military presence, giving the impression they are prepared for anything. They have a small but well-trained force of dedicated soldiers. When you go there, they'll tell you to meet Admiral Greybeard in his office.
Gray-bearded wonder.
And you get there, and you knock on the door, and he's like, it opens up, and there is a little Phaean with a big gray beard, and he says, "Hi, hello! I was told to be expecting you."
It's good to finally put a face to
The beard?
name.
You're the ones who defeated the giant sea spider, aren't you?
Hi.
Yes.
Ah, it's a great job, that. You defeated it even before I got my archers ready. Saw what you did. That was amazing thinking.
Yeah, I gestured to the big one.
Thank you. So, are we ready to leave yet?
What are your names?
I am Yusuf.
My name is
Gorga.
Regina.
Well, we have
My friend
Benathar.
Sabine.
Sabil.
She doesn't talk, but she is highly reliable and very, very well informed.
Well, I am very reliable as well. These are my men. And he gestures over to him, and they all line up. He says, we are
They
the
start
best
dancing.
fighting force on the sea for leagues and leagues. Isn't that right, men? Yes, sir! And you hear all their heels clack together, and they seem very well disciplined.
It looks like you have quite the fighting force at your disposal.
Well, we can get the fleet together by tomorrow morning if need be. What's going on? Why have you come here?
We spoke to the mayor about the troubles on the sea lately, and we think that we know how to resolve the situation. And the mayor said that the fleet would be behind us.
Well, that is quite a story. Did she give you anything to back this up? Do I have a letter? You do.
I think
if she
so.
gave
I
us
don't
a
know who
letter.
has it.
I think it's you.
Okay, that's why I'm like, I don't know who has it. If I did have it, I would.
It's
be
you
right
or
here.
Benathar.
It was you or Benathar, yeah.
You took everything. I offered.
Yes, because you have the small hands.
He grabs it and says,
You know, the normal sized hands.
Well then, we'll be prepared by tomorrow morning. The fleet will be assembled. You're quite welcome to stay at these barracks and talk with my men if you like. Otherwise, I have a job to do.
All right. I look over at the others.
He looks
The-
over at the men. He says, "As you were, men."
Sounds good.
They all-
So,
Where will we sleep tonight?
tomorrow morning.
Well, there are barracks here. And, there's also the Funky Fish Tavern if you'd like to stay there.
How funky is the fish?
Oh,
I like
wait,
that taverns have more alcohol.
the Funky Fish is, well, it can get pretty funky when they get themselves one of those killer whales. They don't do it often, but the chef there, Orcus, he stews the meat of a whole killer whale for 14 days. That can
Wouldn't
give
that
the place
be-
a rather funk, if I could be so honest.
Wouldn't that be extraordinarily dangerous to have such a creature inside of a tavern?
Well, I am no chef, but I must say that his
I am-
killer whale stew is to die
am-
for.
I have a feeling that it would be more interested in eating you, perhaps, than you are of eating it.
Well, I don't believe it can survive boiling broth for long.
Perhaps. They are known to be cold water inhabitants.
Well,
So perhaps it does not like the hot water.
I would say that I like it in that hot water very much.
Well, what do you all say? Do we stay here or the funky fish? It sounded like you were interested in the tavern.
I suppose it all depends on how interested you are in the food. But I am right at home.
I don't care for
Yeah.
the food.
Or the
Going for the alcohol.
Sabiel's crow chimes in, seafood boil! Rah! Ah!
Fresh meat!
Gorza gives the crow an eye. Like,
The crow, like, turns its head and, like, stares back at you.
like, what kind of seafood are you thinking about there, bird? All right. To the funky fish it is.
All right. Before we get there, I would like to go over recovery rolls and how they work in this game. Because it was brought up that some people may like to recover. So if you hit
Thank you.
on your character sheet, if you hit the combat tab, you will find damage track and recovery rolls. And you have 4 recovery rolls you can do. 1 action, 10 minutes, 1 hour, and 10 hours. See, every time I hold up 2 fingers, that's going to happen.
Are you doing 2 fingers right now? I was looking at my combat tab.
So, Howard is used his 10-minute recovery roll. And rolled
No,
a...
it should have been my first one.
Oh, okay, it's the 1 action. Your
Yes.
first one takes 1 action to do. You roll it, and you add that many points among your pools.
That sucks.
Okay,
All
so, and if I have, say, something that gives me a +1, I would add +1 to my roll?
You
You
should
actually get plus back equal to your tier, I believe.
Yes, but she has something that gives her
Equal to your
an
tier,
extra
and
plus
then-
1. That's already
Yeah,
in. That's
sometimes
already
there are
in,
extra
Brenna.
things.
I've already
Okay.
calculated all that.
Okay, I did not want to basically accidentally add it in again.
Howard, your intellect should be down by 6 points, and it's all full for some reason.
Oh,
Because you did a roll
well,
that.
I will fix that. I remember, but yeah, I guess I must have forgotten to knock it off there. All right.
Oh. Yep.
After you do a 10-hour rest or a overnight rest, it all resets all of your recovery rolls.
No, it doesn't really matter if we're about to go to bed at a tavern then.
I am full up, so I don't really need recoveries.
Sure.
I'm not worried about it.
Y'all head down to
La-di-da.
yeah. Y'all head down to the Funky Fish Tavern. Some say to avoid restaurants where you can smell the fish, but it doesn't stop the mountain-foot locals from enjoying the finest smoked manta at the Funky Fish Tavern. Once in a blue moon, the tavern makes a dish that brings ever more people from afar to see if it lives up to its reputation. The cook prepares the finest white wine sauces along with seasonal vegetables he can get. Then the meat of a whole killer whale sits in it for 14 days, giving it a taste that is alleged to die for. Though that could be the wine speaking.
Yay!
The Funky Fish is never closed. The team of waiters and bar staff work around the clock. It's not the largest taverns, but there are enough tables and chairs to accommodate large, cramped, crowdy, and it is extremely cozy. You see a diverse group of people sitting on all sorts of tables. He just pulls up a chair.
Does it actually smell funky in here? Does it smell okay?
I mean, it probably smells like fish, really.
And sailors.
Yeah, that too.
So yeah, funky.
So does it smell funky, Corey?
Oh yeah, it smells like killer whale has been stewing for a while.
Okay, Sabine turns off her sense of smell. As an act.
How lucky.
Yeah.
How I
Um,
wish I could do the same.
The tables have a menu on them, and I have... Here it is, Funky Fish Tavern. Show players. Everybody becomes an observer. Show players. There you go.
Smoked sushi. I like the description.
Well, he already said that the orca steak is available, so I'm going to get some orca steak.
Excellent.
Ask Stacy.
You're greeted by a young human woman who introduces herself as Stacy. Hi, y'all. I'm Stacy, and welcome to the Funky Fish Tavern. I hope that you're ready for the best seafood you've ever had.
Ever. Oh my god, is that a guy with tentacles for arms?
I love it.
I didn't see a tentacle arm feature in the game.
Stacy looks incredibly young. Like, she's probably in her early teens.
What kind of race is she?
She's a human.
Oh, she is human? Okay.
Yes.
I think that Chef Oris is actually one of those dangler fish folk, but he's what the males look like if they manage to never actually mate.
Yes, Oris.
They grow up and look awesome.
Let me show everybody the chef here. There he is, Chef Oris.
I want a orca steak.
If it's available, I'll have one too.
I will ask for an orca steak, but I'm going to ask them to put the bill on that one dude's tab.
On the Duke.
Heinrich.
One
Dude,
I forgot what his first name is, but the Duke's Tavern.
She says,
Good idea.
I'm sorry, dear, but you're going to have to do better than that around here. A lot of people...
Oh no, he gave us special dispensation.
Oh, did he now? Well, where is he? If he's here and he can
allow me to
he can vouch
explain.
for you, I'll go ahead and do that. But otherwise, I think you're going to be paying for yourself. All right, there, honey bun.
You have it all wrong. I am not a honey nori bun.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, sweetheart. We just like to use pet names around here. It's nothing personal.
I do, in fact, have a sweetheart.
You should have led with the saving the town bit. That might have worked better for you.
Did I mention we saved the town from a
Actually,
horrible spider monster?
the chef comes out of the back room and goes, "Hey, Stacy!" And you notice that, yeah, he has two arms, but he also has, like, big tentacles coming out of him. And he says, "Here, try these." And he puts down a couple bowls in front of you, and he's like, "You think Titanic sea spiders would be good with garlic?"
Pick up a bowl of soup and drink.
I'm the
I
chef
shall
here.
settle for this.
I'm the chef here. I'm Oris. I can't. I tell you what. I can't comp your meals, but how about town heroes stay for free here at the Funky Fish?
That is Excelsior.
Very generous of you. Thank you, sir.
Excelsior.
Well, I'm super happy that you helped out the town and you got me a new thing that I'm experimenting with on the menu. Tell me how that tastes. As he puts one hand on Yis's shoulder and another hand and a tentacle that starts wrapping up around Crystal. What's your character's name again?
Regina.
Regina. Yes.
How does the soup taste? How can we answer this question?
I mean, it's a crab soup. It's like sea spider soup. Sea spiders are types of
I
crabs.
have no frame of reference here, of course.
I don't either. I don't
Imagine
actually
lobster
like...
bisque.
Have you
Ask
never
yourself,
had crab?
does your
No.
character like crab? And then make a
Sure.
decision based on that.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say yes, because I have 0 point of reference. I have never eaten crab.
I have. It's not my favorite, I gotta say.
It's all right.
I love crab. I will go feral. On
When you get a last
He
time,
has
you're
one
like,
barrel of crab.
I think my palate is more open-minded than Corey's, so I'm just going to say yes, it's good.
Gorza probably loves it, and it's just like, this is great.
You can eat those? Can't you talk to those? No, don't eat me.
Oris definitely looks like an orc. Except orcs don't have tentacle arms, but
Or purple
whatever.
skin. He's a sea orc. Orc of the sea.
Anyways, he'll leave you to enjoy your stew. He says Stacy will get you whatever you want. And he's gonna, unless there's any questions you have for him, he's gonna head on back to his chef station.
I tell Stacy I want all the rum.
All right.
All of it. Bring me a cask of rum.
She will get you rum fit for a 10-foot giant.
Awesome.
I'll also
We'll see
have
how much
rum.
money I actually have.
All right, rum. The rum is cut with water and oranges.
Interesting.
Ah,
Well, it's easier to drink, but I hope they don't charge you for the full price of of the rum if they've watered it down.
I mean, it's not watered down to be watered down. It's watered down because that's how.
They mix it like a drink that way.
Yeah, exactly. It's how it's served.
It's the house rum drink.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm going to mark off 2 gold for the steak, and then I'll just drink 4 gold worth of rum. How's that sound?
That sounds great. There's also something else in it. There's also some sort of spice they've put into it, but you're not sure what it is. It's not mint. But it might be something. Maybe that's cinnamon? You don't know.
I've had clove on orange before. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
It
maybe
smells
it's
really
cloves. It's tasty, though.
You really can't confuse mint with cinnamon.
If anybody wants the ale, they
I
have
can't. I don't know how Corey did.
they have ale.
You know what? Sabine will have some ale.
And Regina
get
will
it.
just sit here and hang out with everyone.
I'm also going to have about 4 golds worth of rum because I wanted to get my gold down to a more even number. It was
More
bothering.
even.
Rum costs a silver. It's 2 silver for the giant. Ale costs 4 copper, and wine is 2 silver.
Oh, well, then 4 gold worth of rum will probably be enough rum for the table.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
they'll 4 gold. That's a ton of gold. That's a ton of rum. Yeah, they'll bring
Well,
over
I
a
also
cask.
tipped
They'll bring over a cask of it.
Rum 1 silver.
Stacy.
Okay,
I
so
seem to
yeah.
have forgotten all of my monies. Perhaps somebody could pay for my orca steak.
Sabine says in
I'll pay
Yid's
for it.
head,
Look at your
order me
40
that seafood
rums."
salad and I'll pay for your steak. People don't like it when I randomly speak in their minds.
Understandable. I will do this for you. Could I get 1 orca steak and 1 seafood salad? Salad for Sibyl. Steak
You-
for me.
You got it, cutie. And she writes it down. And what about for the rest of you?
Orca steak for me.
I'll also have a steak, and I'm going to leave a good tip for her because I'll probably be drinking a lot tonight and having her running around a lot.
She says, "That's 3 orca steaks. I like your little headlight there, your little lantern on your head. It's very cute. I wish I had one."
She just kind of nods, like, thank you. We've never really had that before.
You're
Or
like
like,
goes,
dear God, what is that thing on your head?
I mean, she didn't say anything about how hideous your face looks and stuff like that. But, she's focusing on what she does like,
And look at who the chef is here.
Yeah, exactly. She's very good at tiptoeing around these bad, minefields.
I mean, what do you expect? She's a server.
True.
So she'll the undead person doesn't eat, so she goes back and she'll get you your food. And the orca steak is interesting. It might be one of the most delicious things you've ever eaten, or it might be one of the things you hate the most in this world, depending on your palate. But most people don't fall in between.
You're
I
one or
can
the other.
imagine orca tasting really good.
Yeah.
Blubbery.
Fatty
Quite-
fish always
Turkey's
tastes
good.
really good when
Quite
fried.
blubbery.
But yeah,
Gorza loves it.
this has been stewed. It has a
It's
white wine
person.
sauce. It has a distinct smell, but it is probably excellent. The seafood salad, shrimp, mussels. Yep, that sounds excellent. It's like scallops on a bed of greens. Lovely.
Whatever else is picked up off the bottom of the boat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
It's
it doesn't-
probably full of barnacles, too. People eat barnacles.
Yeah, it's really hard to crack them open. Y'all can spend the night here. Like he said, he has free beds for
Heroes
town
sleep free.
heroes.
Got it.
And do all of your rest cycles, your recovery rolls if you like, and then get them all unchecked for the next day.
Cool.
All right. I'm just going to say that I got my health back, because just my plus is enough for that.
Okay. Howard?
Yeah, I'm going to do a full recovery or whatever, get all my stuff back. But also, before I go to sleep, I want to look at those gauntlets.
Right. The gauntlets. Do you have any skill at understanding magic?
I have a rune.
You have a what?
I have a rune that I can put on something that can. It's called the Rune of Knowledge.
Excellent.
And I apply it to the rune on an object or creature and learn something about it. And I can use a number of gems per day equal to my tier, which is 2. So I will stick on there and learn something about it.
Okay. Let me just look up that exact ability here, so I can understand exactly what kind of knowledge I want to give you.
That's fine.
Sure.
Maybe you'll tell me something cool about Henrik, or maybe you'll just tell me what the gauntlets are. I have no idea. It's kind of a Hail Mary thing. Just figure out what it does.
I'll tell you that these are gauntlets of arcane battle.
Arcane what?
Arcane battle. It is
Battle.
an artifact called Gauntlets of Arcane Battle. And since you are doing this with the intention of trying to get some information from Duke Heinrich, I will tell you. This item was a gift to Duke Heinrich from the High One,
Neat.
the highest priest of the goddess. Apologies. Elverath.
Oh, crap. All right, there's a name I know. Oh. Well, Neato. All right.
Sounds
in
like
that
it would
case,
be
because I actually
very
got
useful.
useful information, I'm going to go share that information. And do we have separate rooms, or are we in a shared room here in this tavern?
I have no
Because
idea.
he said we were sleeping here for free, but I didn't really ask what the arrangement was.
I'm gonna say that y'all have a big old shared room arrangement with like little dividers in it.
Okay. Well, then, if anybody's paying any attention, like peeks around my divider, I'm studying. There's like a glowing red aura coming from there, if you look around, you'll see there's runes, an extra rune on an already runed gauntlets that is glowing, and I'm studying it. And then I will step out of my little cubicle or whatever and look at the. They might. They were a gift from the High One to Duke Heinrich, and the High One is a servant of.
Elvirath?
Breeze.
Hang on, let me get my notes. I got that name.
Elver.
Elvirath. Elvirath. Is that wrong?
Elvirath, that's right.
That's what my notes say. Is that wrong?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And so yeah, I thought they looked interesting, so I borrowed them. And that's what I just learned is they were a gift directly to Duke Heinrich from the High One.
The Duke must have been very pleased with you
I
to
would-
let you borrow these gauntlets.
Oh, I secretly borrowed them. And now you're going to borrow them in case they help us along our way. Because I feel like at the end of this, the Duke's not going to be our friend, because we're definitely going to expose him, right?
Well, of course we are. He has done a bad thing. Very bad.
Well then,
But perhaps these things can be used to help us in our endeavors.
that's what I am hoping. So enjoy. And to be clear, I hope all of you understand that you should all have heard this conversation. I wasn't speaking to jest. Yes.
Mhm.
Am I saying it correct? Is it Yisith?
It's Yith.
Yes.
Yith?
Yes. Or else it comes through.
Yes.
Yith.
Yes.
Yith.
Yes.
You're putting in a sh where it shouldn't be.
Yes. That's right.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I'm basically hearing a record scratch. Is that what your name is? A record scratch?
Yep,
Yes.
it's a record scratch. Can I have knowledge of
I bet you're wondering
magic
how I
and-
got here. Yes.
I have knowledge of magic and runes. Can I maybe do a check on this?
Yeah. Give me a check. I'm gonna give it a
Identify kind of what they
level
do.
3. Level 3 check. Intellect.
Why not have knowledge rooms?
You can spend effort. You can use a skill if you have a skill.
I have a skill.
Excellent. That brings it down to level 2.
There we go.
And I guess I'll spend an effort.
Sure. Level 1. You can spend 2 effort and bring it down to a level 0.
I
You've done it. You've done it. These are gauntlets of arcane battle. You have to wear both of them for them to work, but they have 3 special abilities: a protective shield, force bolt, or force tendrils.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
The force tendrils can ensnare folks.
really cool.
Force bolts can attack all enemies in a single line, and a protective shield gives you a shield on one hand. So
Can you
the wearers
Can you
practice
send-
using a shield in one hand as a light melee weapon.
Can you send me this information while I write it down?
You don't have to write it down. I can
Shield is a
copy and
light
paste it
melee
to you, but I'm
weapon.
just like, who is carrying the item?
I think I am.
Okay, then I will go ahead and give it to you.
Unless anybody else feels like they could.
I assume
get
I can't
better
wear
use
them,
of it.
right?
Yeah, you're too big.
Okay, yeah.
Let me write these down. Arcane gauntlets. Copy. Paste. One. Depletion 1 in 20 in here.
I just want to say that while the boys are playing with their magic gloves, I imagine that Sibyl has gotten like 2 or 3 ales in before the night is over, and at some point she just walks over to Regina, and if Regina is okay with it and doesn't stop her, she just starts to braid Regina's mane. just completely silently, and just like little finger strokes through the hair.
I'll let you. I'll even like pat your head. Be like, it's okay.
You got the paw pad.
After Gorge's had a few, she probably tries and pet the bird.
I don't know how the bird feels about being pet.
I mean, obviously, if the bird's not into it, she wouldn't be like, okay. She'd
If
be
you
like, okay,
feed the bird,
no
it will
means no. I
probably
understand.
Be more
acquiesce.
into it.
Yeah.
It'll just like squawk, no!
All right, there you go there, Tarek.
Beautiful.
You have Gauntlets of Arcane Battle. Every time you use them, you'll have to make a depletion roll. If you use the tendrils, you get 2 depletion rolls. If it ever
Interesting.
rolls a 1, they run out of juice.
If I ever roll a 1, I explode. Got it.
Oh, somebody's using the skull dice. I considered that.
I'm the somebody.
All right, guys. Anybody else doing any roleplay for the night, or are we gonna move on?
I think
good.
it's time for bed. Well, you know, for everyone else. I'll just hang out and read or something.
All right. Y'all wake up in the morning after a nice restful night. All of your recovery rolls are back to full. You go out to the interceptor, and Captain Leander's there, and he says, "Get aboard, you bildrats!" And y'all can all come aboard, and he starts moving the ship out to join the rest of the fleet. So now you got a fleet of 6 ships, including yours. All right. As your preparations, I got box text too. As your preparations draw to a close, you spot Maris Mardusk striding towards your ship. She is accompanied she's accompanied by a gray-bearded Phaean, naval tailcoats, engraved breastplate which has seen better days. Once the pair arrives, the Maris introduces you to Admiral Greysail, commander of the Mountainfoot Fleet. Yeah, you already met last time. Okay.
Gray sail.
All right. Greysail says, all right, here's our plan of action. Your ship will engage the Kraken while we draw distraction from it. The fleet, okay. The fleet will engage the Kraken. The characters must take the opportunity to weaken it whenever possible, claiming its skull once it has been defeated. That's what it is. She urges you not to sail the ship too close to the Kraken themselves, lest their ship be destroyed or they be devoured by the beast. Don't get too close. It'll eat ya.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid that.
We will do our best to avoid the eating.
As soon as you're ready, we will sail out of Stormrack Reef, or sail out to Stormrack Reef, a known Kraken lair. So basically what Admiral Greysail is trying to say is, you guys, all of the fleet will engage with this Kraken. And during the battle, there will be something called a doom clock. The doom clock has 6 stages. Every time you guys fail in a task, the doom clock progresses by 1. If the clock needs to progress, but there are no sections left on the doom clock, then the doom clock runs out.
Dun dun dun.
And the world ends?
And we are doomed.
If the doom clock
We are
runs out, the fleet is defeated.
Doom, 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 doom.
A watery grave awaits. Ah!
There will be 4 rounds with which the time is. If you need to get through 4 rounds, and there still needs to be time left on the doom clock. Any questions?
So we have 6 parts of the doom clock, and we have 4 rounds to still have pieces left.
Yep, each one of you will be making a roll. If any one of you fails a roll, it will
We lose
make
a
the
piece.
doom clock go 1 tick towards midnight. Any other questions? Okay. Mountain Foot Fleet, although far from mint condition, is an impressive sight to behold. Word has spread of the impending attempt to destroy the monstrosity that has been terrorizing the settlement, and many have gathered to say farewell to their spouses, offspring, and friends. A joyful atmosphere dominates the harbor as, it's 7 ships. 7 ships set sail on perhaps the most important mission of their lives so far. The weather conditions are perfect. The ship's prow cuts through the waves with a satisfying slap, accompanied by the perfect synchronized drum beats from every upper deck. It takes less than an hour to reach the edge of the reef. As the battered flotilla draws close to the reef, it becomes evident why this area is named Storm Rack. Dark thunderclouds rumble overhead, occasionally discharging thick bolts of bright blue lightning drowned onto the ocean below. In the places, coral and rock spear up through the chaotic waves. The wind howls like a mourning widow. All right. Is there anything y'all would like to do before you engage the Kraken? Any things you'd like to prepare?
Yes.
All right.
So Seville is going to call upon a spirit accomplice, which, let's see. It says that I call a level 1 spirit to follow me in my instructions. But I don't actually know what that means for me, so...
Okay, you get a level 1 follower.
Okay.
Followers are actually in the Evolved book, actually. You can find it on page... Followers. Where are the followers in this book? Followers are on page 181.
And I will spend, it will be a total of 5 mana, but I have an edge of 2, so I'll spend 3, to give it enough substance that it can affect the world around it.
That sounds
so it can
wonderful.
interact.
That's like something you probably really need.
Substance?
Substance.
Yes.
Yes.
And I don't know what these rules are, so I'm gonna go and take a read. But it also gives me an option to augment the level of the spirit by 1, which I may do depending on what it does. But I don't know what it does yet, so I'll take a look.
All right. Yeah. Look at the followers, and the follower rules, and you can probably modify your spirit to follow those rules on page 181 of the Evolved book. Anybody else doing anything to prepare? Yes, Benethar.
All right, I want to go up to the captain and get his permission to put a rune on the. I think it's called the. Is it the? Okay, in the picture, it looks like there's a woman at the front of the boat. She's a big statue that with a knife.
Yeah, sure.
leaning
Oh,
forward.
the bowsprit?
Yeah, sure, that. I want to log up to that and put a rune on it, but I want to do it with the captain's permission to make sure that nobody else touches it afterwards, because when the monster touches it, the rune will explode. But if one of us touches it, it will also explode. It won't. It shouldn't damage the item. The force explodes outwards.
I like it. He says, that's a great idea. You have your permission. Everybody, listen up, ya! Listen up, you bastards! Don't touch the prow! So,
And right after he says it, I walk up and touch the prow. But that's the point.
and you make your little insignia on it. You now have something on the prow that will explode and do damage.
I'm going to cast 2 things, by the way.
Okay.
First thing is a thing called Shock. I'm casting it on my weapon, and when I attack with that weapon, it will deal additional electricity damage. It lasts for 10 minutes. Or sorry, 1 additional electricity damage. It lasts for 10 minutes. And I can cast it spending 2 more MP to make sure that anyone who's hit by it also gets dazed for 1 round.
Sounds
So
great.
that costs 4 MP. It would cost me 4 MP, but since I'm wearing armor, it's going to cost me 5.
Right.
I have 2 edge, and my sword gives me 2, subtracts 2 MP from the cost, so it will cost me 1.
Sounds
and
good.
Then I will also cast Block. Block is a spell that I'm going to be casting into my stored spell ability, so that the first time I get attacked, it will negate that attack.
Sounds great.
Oh, that's a good point. I also have to store a spell.
And that's
Forgot
all
about
I'm doing.
that.
And the block doesn't cost me anything.
Crystal, Brenna, y'all doing anything?
No.
Okay, they're ready.
I don't have anything.
I'm also going to store a spell as well because I have that and I totally forgot that was a thing that I can do.
Okay. Do you need to roll anything?
One more thing.
I don't think so, Tarek. Do I need to roll anything? It doesn't say I do.
Okay. Well, say that it happens.
I can do one.
Hold on, Howard, we'll get to you.
Resource.
What does it need me to do?
Okay, we'll come back to you, Sasha, if you need to make a roll. Howard, what's going on?
You said there were ballista on this ship, right?
Yes, there are little doors on the second deck that open up and can shoot ballista bolts out of them, as you can see on the picture.
Are they manned? I mean, is there somebody else?
Oh yeah, there's crew. There's a crew here.
Okay. Whoever is at one of the ballista, whichever one, I don't know, I'll just say starboard, the one on the right. I will go and talk to that guy, and I will tell him, if you load it now, I can put a rune on your first shot. That'll make you give you an explosive shot instead of a regular shot. But don't touch it after it's loaded, except to fire it.
Okay, they'll let you do that.
And that's it. I can only maintain 2 runes at a time, so I can't cast any additional runes for right now.
Okay. A few tense moments pass before there is any sign of the great monstrosity you are hunting. But sure enough, several hundred feet from your ship, a mound rises up from the ocean. At first, it looks like the back of a whale breaking the surface, but it soon becomes clear that it is the enormous head of a colossal beast of the deep, a titan of tentacles and storm-charged destruction. The flotilla moves to engage. So, we're going to have 4 rounds, 4 events. There's going to be no initiative for this, guys. It's just going to be...
Everybody has to make a check.
Brenna, can I swap out Overwatch? Overwatch for combat process. Yeah, sure. You can do that if you really want to.
Yeah, and I had selected before I really understood how things worked, and then I went, "Oh, I'm never going to use this now."
Sure.
Thanks. Sorry.
1d6. Our first round is a 1. Okay. The first thing that happens as you are moving to engage and the ballistas start shooting out towards the Kraken, one of the ballistas explodes from your ship, drawing the eye of the Kraken. The Kraken reaches a tentacle up into the sky and points it towards a nearby mountain foot ship, sending it... No. Yeah. Pointing it towards your ship, sending a crackling bolt of lightning towards your mast. The bolt hits with an explosion of blue flame, engulfing the ship in fire and igniting the deck.
Oh, that's probably not good.
I don't like that at all.
So,
Rude.
this first round, you can do things to help get rid of a fire on deck. Or repair a mast. Either one you want to do. Whatever you want to do, you can do.
I'm gonna start holding up the mast so other people can work on repairing it.
Okay.
Because I'm a giant.
I like that. Hold on. Let me see what the level is. All right. The encounter starts at difficulty 1 and increases by +1 at the beginning of each round. Okay. This is only a difficulty 1 task to hold the mast up because you're able to like grab it before it starts fully falling over. But there's flame about, so you're trying to hold it up while trying to endure the heat. Roll a might check, level 1.
All right, it's level 1, so I'm not gonna spin anything. Hopefully, I don't regret that. Oh, damn.
And you failed.
Poop.
Actually, hold on.
I will. I guess. Should I risk it? I'll leave it to the group. Should I risk the reroll? Because it's in the. Because anything that's strong, I think I'm good to reroll it.
Do you?
Let's see what mass and strength does. No.
Nope.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna do one other thing. I was gonna use a GM intrusion point. And I'm going to intrude on you guys.
Well,
How intrusive.
Yes.
tides turn toward light. What's that mean?
Oh, it means you get more.
What does that mean?
You get intrusion points. So the smoke is overwhelming. The PCs must roll a difficulty 3 might defense task or be hindered on their task for this event. So
Because of our vision.
yes, and because you're hacking things up.
I would like to reroll. I could think it could be argued that since I'm trying to fix a mast, that could come under crafting, and I can reroll crafting.
You know what? I'll give it to you. I'll give you a reroll
Yay.
for your crafting.
And I have a question. When you reroll, are you allowed to spend effort then, or you
Nope,
have
it's
you
just
locked in where you were before?
it's just a reroll. No
Just a
extra
reroll.
benefits.
Well,
You had to
it
do
can't
that from
be
the beginning.
features.
So hit the die
Just
roll.
don't roll a 1 or 2.
That's fair. Totally fair. Totally fair. Well,
You're good.
it's way better. I
All
rolled
right.
a 5. Difficulty 5.
You did it. Well, that's Benathar. Brenna, what are you doing?
But that does turn it back towards the dark, I believe.
No, you use crafting, and that's your you are competent in
Oh,
that.
that's right. That's right. That's
You get
right.
free reroll in that. Brenna, your character.
I'm gonna try and put out fires.
First, make a a level 3 might check. Might defense task. So, oh, you're good. Okay. You make it through the smoke. The smoke is not overwhelming for you. You're gonna try and put out the fire.
Yep.
Again, this will be a level 1 might defense task. The intensity of the flames mean this task is hindered. Right? So it's a level 2. But I believe you have a skill in might defense, right?
I do.
So that brings it back down to level 1. So you need a 3 or more on your die.
All right.
Boom. You start putting out fires as you pick up huge buckets and hoist them off the from the side of the ship and start dousing flames. You get canvas and start smothering them. Sasha,
Okay. So question. Does Banithar already have the mast actually fixed, or is he holding it up while other people are trying
He's
to fix
holding it up while other people are like putting like a big piece of steel to reinforce it.
Okay. So I was going to have my like spirit follower be like the spirit of a sailor, because I mean that makes sense. And it says that as long as the GM approves it, they can have like an area that they are knowledgeable in, like that specifically. Where I was reading it, where was it? They can have a. Oh, I don't know where I read it, but I think that's what it was saying about how a rank 1 follower can have one skill that it's good at or something like
Yep.
that. I don't know.
So what one skill do you want? Like the how to be a shipwright?
Yeah, like specifically like ship tasks, like ship work. I imagine like tasks relating to sailing.
Okay.
I don't know what that would be called, but like a crew member, you know?
Well, I mean, there's several tasks that relate to ship. Like there's sailing, and then there's like
maybe like the deck
carpentry.
work specifically, because I'm not trying to get like a captain who like navigates and stuff.
Okay.
But like someone who could like lower mast, like lower and raise sails, and like knows
So,
enough about that.
just
kind of
sailing.
stuff.
Right.
Just sailing.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'd like to have the spirit go and help Banithar, and start like lashing together the sail.
Well,
like, for the
Benathar's
mast.
already made his roll, so.
Well, I said if he was finished. I don't know if it
He's
needs
finished.
to make its own roll.
Yeah, he's finished.
Okay. Well,
You
then
can send
never mind
your
all of
spirit
that.
to aid somebody else, or aid yourself in whatever you are doing personally.
Sure. If there's any like buckets or barrels or anything like
Sure.
that, that could like that are like empty, that I could use maybe like telekinesis on to start filling with water and then dumping
Sure.
the
So,
water onto the fires.
First off, there's lots of smoke on deck, and you're going to have to make a Might 3 check to overcome the smoke.
Also, about the smoke, my character Sybil has adaptation, which means she doesn't need to worry about
yeah.
dangerous mists, diseases, or gases, can breathe in any environment, so
You're fine.
and remains at a comfortable temperature.
You're fine then. You do not have to make that roll. Then you do have to make a Might Defense task level 1, but it's hindered, so it's level 2 to help
Okay.
put out flames.
Help put out flames. Do I have an asset from my spirit helping me?
Yes.
Okay.
So that brings it down to a level 1. 3 or more.
Okay. And now I need to look at if I'm actually going to use the spell or not. Let's see how it works. So my power itself that I'm using has an effective might pool of 10 and a might edge of 1 and an effort of 2. So I'm doing this task via telekinesis, not myself.
So we can change it to intellect then.
Okay. But I mean, the power specifically has its own might pool that you use to exert force on things.
Oh,
So
then
that's
use
how it
that.
would be.
Yeah, definitely. If the power has its
Yeah.
own, you use that then instead.
Yeah. Okay, so you said it's a difficulty 1?
Yep. 3 or more.
It has an effective might pool of 10, which is exactly the same as mine, so I might as well just roll mine for now.
Or you can just spend effort on that into that might pool and not have to roll and automatically do it.
Oh, if I spend 1 effort, will that be enough for it to automatically?
Yeah. Level 1?
Okay.
Yep.
And then how much might do I have to spend for that?
3. 3 minus edge.
Okay, so then I will lose 2 because it has a might edge of 1.
Sounds great.
Okay, and then it will automatically happen. Great.
Sounds great.
So I'll keep track of that.
Brenna, you're done. You
Alright.
did you. Crystal.
How much fire is there still here, since clearly the mast is taken care of?
Well, you can. Here's the thing. her spirit has to help somebody. So anybody who has like a follower or anything like that, at the beginning of the round, I'd like you to tell me who your follower is just helping so I know where the asset goes. Because once somebody makes the roll, that roll is done. But yeah, you can help repair the mast if you want to do that. Yes.
Oh, okay.
You can help repair the mast.
Couldn't do that because it's only meant for helping someone else do
Exactly.
a thing.
The spirit doesn't roll. The spirit aids somebody in what they're doing.
Okay. I will help repair the mast, and if Yist is gonna do some kind of physical task, he can get an asset from my my ability that says enable others. They just get a helping action from me without me having to make it my action.
Interesting. Excellent.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
So you have to first make a... you don't breathe.
I don't breathe.
So the smoke doesn't do anything for you either.
I only have to breathe if I'm going to make a sound.
Yes. So make a level 1 might defense task that is hindered, so it's level 2.
Level 2.
No, wait. No, this is the mass. So this is just a level 1 might roll to...
Level 1 might roll. Just straight off from the might area.
Yep. You're good.
Good.
And Tarek, you are last. Yes. Yith.
Okay, so is the fire out now, or is it still
Nope.
raging?
It's still going on. There's fire. There are people who are wounded. There's a mast that is being repaired.
If there are people
There
wounded,
is
I can
rigging.
definitely-
There is rigging that has gone crazy.
I can definitely help to heal people, get people back up.
All right. First, make
for
a
sure.
make a might defense task level 3 for the smoke inhalation.
I get an asset because of what Crystal just
if
did,
he's
right?
Yep.
doing a physical task.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey.
Thank you.
Boom. All right. You find the source of where all of this smoke is coming from, and you extinguish it. First thing, it's gone.
Boom.
No more
Awesome.
smoke on the deck.
Great.
You're like-
then
You're like,
What?
this canvas is high, is not only burns but creates a lot of smoke, and you're able to get rid of it.
nice. Hope that wasn't part of the mast. Toss it overboard. We don't need it. Okay, next up, I have an ability that. So I have what's called restorative aura. It's a cipher. Creates an immediate area filled with aromatic smoke, reassuring sounds, gentle light, or other pleasing sensations. It lasts for 1 hour. Anyone who is in the area gain +2 on recovery rolls. Actually, +4 because it's a level 5 cipher. And NPCs instead immediately recover 2 health if they spend at least. It has to be 10 minutes in the area. Probably not enough time for
Nope.
that then.
No. But you can administer first aid or inspiration with an intellect task if you want to.
I will do that.
All right. Level 1 intellect task.
I have a healing kit, which helps me by giving me
You
an
do it
asset on-
automatically then.
Boom.
Boom! You help the people. All right. That was round 1 of fighting the Kraken.
The Kraken fighting us.
Really?
We haven't touched the Kraken.
I mean,
yet.
apparently we shot it with
Well,
the
it's
explodey
different. We're just
ballista.
trying to keep the ship going. right?
Fair enough.
We're not punching it directly.
I bet you wish you could.
I do.
All
I would be
right.
good at direct punching it.
Round 2. The Kraken is caught off guard by a coordinated attack, which briefly stuns it. The monstrosity slumps over in the water, revealing its soft underbelly, giving moments to strike. I'm going to let you guys decide who wants to go first and what you want to do before we do this turn.
I know what I want to.
Okay.
Has anything changed on
I
like
do.
the setting? Have the crises
Sorry,
been averted?
No,
Do
it's...
we actually have a moment to strike, or we should still be stopping things going wrong?
Oh, yeah, the fire's out. It's round 2. The fire's out. You've done your
Okay.
job. Round 2, the weak spot. It is momentarily stunned.
Okay.
Gorza wants to leap onto the belly with her trident.
All right. Is anybody going to... What do other people want to do?
I can
Shoot it with
go
the
to the
ballista.
ballista. Well, I think we have 2 people talking. I'll stop.
Okay, I'm just gonna go down and ask what each person is gonna do, and then we'll go through each one so we don't step on each other's toes and stuff like that. So Brenna wants to leap onto the creature and attack it. Crystal.
I mean, I would shout out, "There, get its belly!"
So you're gonna coordinate the crew to get its belly. Got it. Howard, you said you had an idea of what you want to do.
No, if she's coordinated with the crew, then I'll do something different. I will take a shot at it with the little bow and arrow thing I got on my glove that I can shoot with.
Cool.
There's a word for it. I forgot what
Yeah, fan bow.
it was.
Tarek.
But I will put a rune on it on the bolt end. Yeah, the thing.
I feel like I still want to keep helping people, and I don't imagine I can really get into close combat with this thing without jumping off into the water. And
But
I
don't
cannot
your
swim.
gloves do something that has range?
It has
now?
a line that is up to long range. Would that be able to work?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then maybe I'll try doing that.
All right, Sasha.
I would like to physical onslaught its belly.
All right, we're gonna start with Crystal. You're gonna organize the crew to get everybody else in position so they can hit it with their swords and such.
Swords.
I will also offer my help action to Gorza.
Gorza gets a help action. Crystal, level 2 intellect roll.
You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and spend 2 effort to say it's a success.
All right. It succeeds. The ship gets into position and spears it with the figurehead, doing Rune of Affliction damage.
Boom. Do I need to roll that?
Nah, don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Which
Cool.
gets Brenna in range to jump on it, or Gorza, I'm sorry, in range to jump on it. Level 2 to attack.
Okay.
Make an attack roll, level 2.
I'm going to.
And you do have an
and-
asset.
Yeah, and you have an asset, so it's level 1.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Boom! You jump over and you hit it with your what? Your
Trident.
trident. You spear it with your trident, and then you do a backflip back off and onto the deck again. Howard, hit it with your bow. Your tiny bow.
Okay. Is it long range or short range right now?
Yeah, it's short range right now.
Then I guess I'll still use the bow because no, I'll use the hand axe and throw it.
Throw.
Okay. Oh, you rolled 2 dice.
I don't know why it did
What?
twice. I don't know why 2 dice
Well,
came out.
The first one is a 17.
Buries
Maybe I double clicked it. I don't know.
A hand axe buries itself into the Kraken. We're all good there. Hopefully you can get it back when you defeat the thing.
Maybe.
Sasha, Tarek, which one of you want to go next?
I'll let Sasha go first.
Okay.
Okay, that's great because I'm not really sure how to do this. So my onslaught, I am trained in it, and I have an asset from my spirit giving me some assistance. I don't know how to apply that to my roll, or does it just change the difficulty?
You are not trained. You are trained. You have magical training, but that doesn't help you hit anything. Magical training is the basics of magic, meaning you can understand ciphers and artifacts and that kind of stuff. It doesn't help you do onslaught.
Spiritual does.
Spiritual,
It
including
includes
spells. Spells. Onslaught isn't a spell, is it? Is it? Does it use mana? It uses mana.
Yeah.
Sure, it's a
Yeah.
spell. You got it. So it goes from a level 2 to a level 1,
Okay.
and you can spend effort to make it go down to a level 0 and auto hit.
1 effort.
1 effort.
Okay, and that means how much mana do I have to spend?
1 for your onslaught. Wait, 1
I mean,
plus
after adding effort.
effort is plus 3.
Okay, so I have to spend 4 total, and then
Yes.
it would automatically succeed?
Yep.
Okay, I will do that. And I have an edge of mana in mana of 2, so that puts me down 2.
Just so you guys know, your first level of effort always costs 3. Your second your second and beyond costs 2 per extra level of effort. So it goes 3, 5, 7, 9. Tarek, you're last.
Okay, I will activate my gauntlet at the squid's face. Activating the right gauntlet, it blasts a bolt of pure magical force, attacking all targets along a straight line out to long range. Damage equal to the artifact's level, which is 7.
Okay.
So I need to roll a d20.
Roll a D. Well, first off, yeah, you need
Depletion.
to roll an attack roll against it. Level 2.
Roll an attack roll.
Yes.
Okay,
This will be probably speed, right?
I assume so.
It
So,
seems like a speed
aim-
thing.
Aim the gauntlet. Level 2.
Yep.
All right, let's give it a shot. Pew.
Nice.
You did it. You hit it. Blam!
That's
You
a
make a little hole in it.
+1 damage roll.
Some goop ichor starts pouring out of it.
Nice. And now I need to roll.
Yeah.
How do I roll a depletion check? Is it
Go
just
down
a
to
D20?
the item and just click depletion. So close. But no, your item is okay. Still has more
Yay.
charges. If you rolled a 1, that would have been the end of that.
Oh god.
Not
Okay.
that
That's the end
they
of my turn.
can't be recharged, but it's usually an ordeal.
Six. Oh shoot! It's pure chaos.
Pure chaos!
Multiple things happen at once. Roll twice on the events table.
Oh,
Oh dear.
okay. So 6 just tells you 2 things happen.
Well, I rolled another 6. That's bad.
Stop rolling 6s.
Oops.
Oh, you had to say something, Tarek.
One of them was not a 6. It was only a.
There we go.
5 and 1?
All right. The creature is so mad it hits you with another lightning bolt, coming down from the heavens, hitting the ship and causing fire everywhere.
It's fair.
But it has lost so much blood and so much just it's in a bad shape right now, and it has exposed its weak spot yet again.
Yes.
It can't roll out of this like bad spot it's in as you just keep hammering it. I am going to spend again another GM intrusion point to make a fire. So another fire, another large cloud of smoke breaks out on deck, causing you to cough and hack and whatnot. Let's see what everybody wants to do, and then we'll go through everything. Right? We're going to start with Sasha this time.
Yeah, can I would like to immediately take care of the fire since I have like telekinesis barrels of water going on here to help everyone out. And since
Sure.
I don't struggle much with the fire.
Okay.
And I'll have my spirit aid me.
Sounds good. Tarek?
I will be. I think I'm going to just help keep people alive at this point. That's my main focus.
Okay. You're going to get people who are injured back on their feet.
Yeah.
Howard?
Are there any like tentacles or anything wrapped around the ship like in the picture?
No. Not at all.
Okay. Then I guess I'm just gonna throw an axe at that exposed part again. But I'll spend a little effort because I'm a little worried about
Okay.
this right now.
I'm just getting everybody's actions and we'll come back to do it.
Okay.
So no rolling yet. Crystal?
Can I look to specifically try to get rid of the smoke?
Sure. Let's say you can. Yes. It'll be like an intellect roll. If you have any skills in...
Perception, spotting.
Sure. I like that. Brenna, what is Gorza doing?
Gorsha is going to again attack with her trident.
Sounds great.
And I'll assist you with that.
Cool.
Okay. Since Crystal wants to get rid of the smoke, we're probably gonna let Crystal go, Regina go first, right, guys?
Yes, that would be the smart thing.
All right, Regina, it is a level 3 task. I am going to make it hindered to find this thing because it's not normally something it's a GM intrusion.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make it a level 4
Level 4 overall.
intellect task.
Okay. I do have... Let's see, where are we? I specifically have a skill in spotting.
All right.
And from Curious, I get an extra level of free effort on anything that has to do with perception in a location I never or rarely visit. And this ship seems to apply.
I will agree with that. That brings it down to a level 2 task.
Okay. I'll spend a level of effort.
That's a level 1 task.
And hope for a 3 or better.
That is better than a
good.
3. All right. Smoke is gone, everybody. Look at that.
Again.
Brenna. Or who wants to go next? Who feels like they need to get theirs done earlier than later?
Let her put out the
Sasha?
fire next.
All right, Sasha, go for it.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the fire.
Okay. It's a level 3 task to get rid of the fire, plus fire hot. But you're using TK, so I'm not going to hinder this task for you because you're not getting near it.
Yeah, and I have a spirit assisting with splashing water on things.
That's right.
On top of the kinesis.
Because usually this task is hindered. You know hinder. So, level 3 task. 9 or better. You have assistance from a spirit. That brings it down to a level 2 task.
Okay. I would like to spend.
It's might, by the way.
I would like to spend an effort through telekinesis.
Okay.
So level 1 task.
Level 1
What do I need
task.
to roll?
3 or more.
3 or more. Okay. And then do I just click the might roll button?
Yep.
Or
A 7 is greater than 3. You are now putting out the flames.
okay. And then what was my cost on that again for might? For the
3.
telekinesis? 3. Okay.
3 plus whatever the TK was. Who wants to go next?
I guess I'll go next to try to heal people,
Okay.
which I have. I have a healer's kit, so I don't think I even need a roll.
No, it's level 3 this time. People
it's
are
level 3 this
way
time.
more injured.
Oh.
People have y'all have been fighting for a while. So
And there's lightning. Yeah.
yeah,
that's fair.
yeah. So it's going to
okay.
be level 3 intellect task. You have a healer's kit, brings it down to level 2.
And I will spend an effort.
Level 1. We're all good.
Very good.
You're rallying the people. You're triaging them appropriately and getting people back on their feet.
It's good that I was a doctor in a previous life.
Howard and Brenna.
I'll throw an axe whenever.
All right, you throw an axe whenever.
Whenever. Like, I didn't, in case Brenna wanted to go.
Whenever, just like Shakira.
You throw your axe first, so
I'm
Brenna
kind of
does
the
not.
same way, so
So Brenna does not get hit by your axe. Roll a level 3 speed roll to throw an axe, or might roll because you're also like using
It's
lots
might. Yeah, I hope it's might.
Either
Okay,
way.
I will spend 2 levels of effort, I guess. So
Sure.
4 points. And
5 minus your edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You got it. Another axe buries itself into the Kraken. Brenna.
am I remembering correctly in that I can spend might in a melee attack to do more damage?
You may.
Mm-hmm. Use your effort for either more damage or more accuracy, whatever you prefer. Or you
More
can
damage.
do both if you have 2 effort.
I wish I had known that a moment
I
ago.
have 2. I
Then you
have
can-
2 effort. I think I will do both. So. It is... Okay.
So you spent
So
2.
if I
You spent 2 effort, right?
spent...
You're good.
yes.
That hits.
Okay.
Wait, you spent 2 effort. One effort to do more damage and the other to hit, or were they both?
Yes.
Huh?
One for each.
One for each. You're good then. You got it. Okay, you do extra damage with your trident. You pull out something that looks pretty important to this Kraken. Might be
You don't need
tasty
that, do
too.
ya?
Might be tasty too. You don't know.
Just like,
Sushi.
By the way, Brenda, can you put your dice roll back onto public? Because the rest of us can't see what you rolled. Just for, curiosity.
Oh,
Hey, Corey.
yeah.
So that you know, all of my attacks do an extra 2 points of damage when I use thrown weapons or melee weapons.
Okay. This thing
I
is
forgot to tell you, and I forgot that it's not adding it automatically.
This thing is seems like it's on its last leg here. It's
its last
almost
tentacles.
gone.
or
One
arms.
last event that can happen. Let's see what happens here.
A little bit of chum in the water.
Oh my goodness.
It stays
the same
rolled
thing
over.
again.
It stays rolled over.
It's really not feeling well.
Poor thing. It must have swallowed something real spicy.
You know what? Guys, I want you to discuss how exactly you deal the final blow to this Kraken between all of you. Come up with a good story. I want to hear what you come up with how you destroy this Kraken.
Gorge's basically hacking her way down to its heart or whatever closest organ she can.
I have like a giant leap ability, so I figured I would just leap over there and recover my axes and, beat on him a little.
What if Benethar put his rune on the bowsprit again and we just sailed through it as it explodes?
Oh, I like that.
Ew.
I think that's
I'm
actually
happy to
pretty
do
cool.
that if y'all want.
Wait, what would that do to its head, though?
I mean, if it's got a skull, I think the skull will be fine. We're sailing through the soft bits.
Everybody? Is
I like
everybody
the
on
If I
board?
do
Sailing
that,
through the
though, I do
soft
lose
bits.
my axes.
What did you say, Tarek?
I said I like the sailing through the soft bits part. I was gonna suggest there's probably some kind of oil on the ship. We could just use that to explode it, but I also like the idea of ramming full speed ahead.
Sasha?
Sounds fine to me.
All right, Howard. Well, your axes are pretty much
You're on.
embedded into this thing, so you could
Can
probably
Sabine
retrieve
get
it
his
later.
axes back?
You'll
with
get
her
your axes
telekinesis?
back.
And did you just pull them back?
Anyway, hand
she did.
axes are cheap.
So, Howard puts the rune on the mast again, and you steer the ship towards the Kraken. I need everybody to make an intellect roll, level 4, to steer the ship. Sasha, you get a benefit from your follower, so it's level 1.
Woo.
I also have piloting.
I'm sorry, not
Oh,
level 1. You're
no.
level 3. Sasha's level 3. Brenna, you're level 3 because you're piloting. Howard, you don't have to make anything. You're writing a rune.
Okay.
But everybody else, make a level 4 or 3 intellect roll. You can spend effort to bring that die roll down.
I will spend effort. I will spend 2 effort.
May I use the navigation skill?
Yes, you may use a navigation skill.
Okay. Okay. 1 level of effort plus navigation. That's going to be a level 2.
Got it.
Okay, good.
All right. Gorza, you rolled a 1. Do you want
The
to...
frickin' land lovers are doing better than I am.
Do you want to...
While I do the rune,
Do you want to stand on that roll, or do you want to...
I do not. I'm going to use...
An intrusion point?
I don't know if I have anything I can use.
Wait, are you competent in the skills for piloting?
Oh, yeah, you definitely would be, wouldn't you? The skill group that includes piloting.
Yep, you have wilderness.
You become trained in 2 skills, so I'm trained.
You have competency in the whole group, though,
Yep.
which means you can re-roll up to 2 times since you're
Ooh.
tier 2.
That's true.
Ooh, pretty die.
Competence
you.
means something. You have competence. So, yep, you made a 15. You're good. It looks like everybody made their roll except for
I haven't.
Sasha.
Yeah. Small question, because I don't know what this is or if it could help me. What is astronosis? Sounds like something spacey, but I don't know what this
no
is.
idea.
What is that?
Is that an
What is
ability?
that?
It's a skill under mysticism, and I was trying to see if I had anything that was useful. I thought maybe it was like navigation based, but I don't know what astronosis is. So
You
Or
are
not.
trained in all of that skill group. What?
I was just wondering if anyone knew what it was.
It sounds like
Astronos-
something they made up.
Yeah, it kind of does, because Google doesn't know what it is. So,
Well, it's probably a mixture of astro and gnosis. Gnosis being like a term for magical energy, and astro meaning
So
like
Space
I've never
magic.
heard of gnosis.
It's space magic. Yep, that's what it is. It's
I wanted to know if that would help me with like navigating the
No.
ship, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was, Corey. Don't shoot me.
I didn't know. Doesn't say either in the book.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so intellect, is it automatically set correctly? There we go.
There you go.
And I was expending an effort.
All right, you made it. You made the roll then. Right on.
How many points do I have to spend for this? I'm sorry, I struggle to understand. a little
3
bit.
points. Effort is 3 points.
On top of whatever I
you
had to spend
spent. Yeah,
initially.
whatever you spent for a special ability.
I don't know what I didn't use any special
Nope.
ability.
So it's just 3 intellect points minus
And
your
then,
edge.
if you have edge, minus that.
Okay,
Hey,
perfect. Thank you.
Juvie, nice to see you in the comments. Good to see you are alive and well as and with
Juvie.
us here. All right. Everybody made their roll. Everybody grabs rigging. Everybody moves the crew in position. Benathar writes his rune on that prow, walks away as it hits the creature. You barrel right through it, exploding it out. Crystal, you get a minor effect.
Ooh.
What would you think a good minor effect would be for you?
I mean, it's on piloting, right?
Yeah, it's on piloting.
So,
I have a really stupid suggestion if anyone wants to hear.
Yeah, give
Sure.
us a stupid
Of
suggestion.
course.
The stupid suggestion is that since it was Crystal's idea to like have the ship go right through the squishy bits, what I'm imagining is it goes right through the squishy bits and extracts the skull, leaving the corpse behind. As part of
Perfect.
the minor-
Yeah.
On the prow.
As it explodes through, and as you moving through, Regina reaches into the creature and just tears out a skull the size of her and throws it onto the deck.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love it.
It's filled with grossness and brain bits and whatever else is there.
Sabine immediately goes to poke at it and investigate.
Benathar is looking at the floating corpse, and he's like, "There are my axes. That's where they are. They're right there. I see them."
I got a giant leap thing. I can just hop over and grab them.
All right, expend your giant leap thing.
I don't really remember what it is. I think it just says I'm basically trained to jump or something. I don't know. I don't know what it does.
Really? It's leap. You're trained in
It
jumping
says
actions.
Trained in jumping actions.
So it's just a skill
That's what
bonus.
it says.
You don't get like like a special magical leap. It's just if you need to jump over something, the level's easier to do it.
Right, but I'm going to be jumping from a ship onto a Kraken's floating body to recover my
All right,
axes.
give
so
yourself-
I
make it
feel
a-
like if you want to put a roll there, at least I'm trained.
Yeah, make a level 4 jumping check. Because that was the last check we did was
Okay.
level 4. So I'm going to
That's-
make it level 4. You can use your skill to make it level 3.
Okay, so I'm just picturing because Gorja was stabbing her way through the corpse, and he like lands on it. It's like a waterbed or a seesaw since we're flying.
Sure.
I'm
spent
just like,
some,
I'm just
some
wondering about the
points
physics of it.
to bring it down to a level 1.
Okay. You jump on over there, and you got your axes, and you're over there with Gorza standing on the corpse.
Yeah! She
All
gives him a
right.
high five.
That was wonderful, guys. Hey, give everybody a character advancement. Everybody gets a character advancement.
Yay!
Nice.
We squished it.
Crystal, you have a skull. Regina has a skull. Yeah, Regina has a skull. That's nice. And most of the
at least
ships,
one skull.
most of the ships are totally intact. Y'all had a really great fight against the Kraken.
We did.
We did phenomenally well.
It just had a bit of an anxiety attack mid through and decided, no, I can't deal with this today.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what happened.
I thought, maybe if I play
Not
dead.
today,
No, they just made me actually dead.
Satan. I hate it when that
It was
happens.
a terrible strategy.
Mind you, this corpse has a bunch of other ballista bolts and arrows and things in it from other ships in the fleet.
Yeah.
Everybody else was helping at the same time. And you can sail back to Mountain Foot. Heroes. And
Well,
that's
if anyone else in the fleet is like sailing by, like, hey, I'll be like, hey, do you want this spear back? And tossing it back up.
sure. That is where we're ending for today.
Can we put the skull? Oh, I was just gonna say, can we put the skull on like the headmast?
Yes.
Or the bow head?
Yes, on the prow. You can do that.
Yeah, that thing. The
On
pointy thing at the front.
bow
Anyway.
sprit.
All right, guys. Thank you, everybody who watched this stream. Thanks to Juvie who decided to comment. That's always welcome and awesome. If you're watching this as a recorded stream, give us a comment too. We always love that. If you watch this all the way through, you obviously like to hit the like button. And subscribe and hit the bell. We do this every Sunday night. Until this adventure is over, and then we're going to go back to Shadow Empire, which will be nice. From Crystal, Sasha, Tarek, Brenna, and Howard, my name is Corey. Go roll some dice.